Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sibuka ama reality shows ethala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhulume ngama YouTubers kanye nama celebrities ethu ala eMzansi. Guys, ayikho into eyisicefe njengo SARS. Okay, ayikho into eyisicefe njengo SARS, but at the same time you cannot at all afford to ignore SARS. It's like uma wengane, it's like uma wengane honest, but at the same time you cannot afford to ignore your baby mama, because that is your responsibility. Pay attention to her. If the child needs uniform, buy the school uniform, because before you know it, the baby mama is gonna be on social media telling everybody that you haven't paid maintenance, or they're going to go to maintenance court. It's one of those things when it comes to SARS. SARS, guys. Even us, abathola ama-payslip, mhlawumbe laba banama-business kungcono, even though they do pay tax to masuthola payslip and you look at your salary, but you look at the money that was taken by SARS. The heart cannot survive it. Okay, there's a new story, you guys. I think recently, honestly, the target is on the celebrities, on the artists, and they're going after everybody, you guys. Nobody is safe from SARS. Okay, and if they give you a call, rush to SARS, make some type of arrangements with them, because they shall embarrass you, SARS. Okay. But see, I do feel like even for us as YouTubers, it is a lesson. I know for myself that it just makes me aware that, when I do submit my tax, and now I have to actually declare the YouTube income. And because I think there's going to be a period where they're going to actually focus on us YouTubers, because whether we like it or not, whether you make money from YouTube as your main source of income, or you make it from just YouTube being a hobby, whatever it is, you guys, at some point SARS is there's going to be a year or two where they're going to just focus on YouTubers. So we have to make sure that we are safe from that. When you get that money from YouTube, make sure that there's money that you put aside for SARS, or you go to SARS and find out how much do I have to pay from this income that I make from YouTube. Okay, so there's a new story from briefly that they just wrote recently about one of the celebrities that is in trouble with SARS, Desmond Dube, you guys. I mean, the clientele life guy, how could you be not paying your taxes? I'm sure he's making a lot of money from the clientele life deal, guys. He's been doing commercials, clientele life for a very long time. He is an actor too, but I haven't seen him act much. He is a comedian, and it might just be I'm not aware of any other work that he does, but of course we see him all the time on our screens with clientele life informations. So this is what the article says, guys. It was written a few hours ago by Sinazo Chambuluka, writing it for the briefly publication. It says Desmond Dube gives 10 business days, given 10 business days to settle his 1.4 million SARS debt. SA defends him. Okay, I guess they're trying to defend Desmond Dube against SARS. I doubt they're going to be successful. SARS okay. Desmond Dube, a clientele life presenter, reportedly owes SARS 1.4 million in unpaid taxes, and the tax collector is demanding the payment. Dube has been given 10 business days to settle his debt, and SARS has provided him with the options for doing so. As soon as the news broke, Mzansi people weighed in, with many defending the star and criticizing SARS. Okay. Anyway, you guys, I mean, I think it's always good for people to speak up, but I also feel like as an individual, don't think that just because people are defending you online that you mustn't do anything about it, because one thing SARS is not going to do is listen to people on social media, you guys. Desmond Dube is reportedly facing a tax problem. According to City Press, the clientele life host owes SARS 1.4 million in unpaid taxes. The renowned actor's tax issue follows a slew of Mzansi celebrities who have also found themselves in the same dire situation. Dr. Malinga is notable is a notable mention after he opened up about his tax problems on a podcast and chill hosted by Magji months ago. Okay, according to City Press, the SARS letter they saw addressed to Dube stated that he should pay his debt in 10 business days. Failure to do so would result in an execution of his assets. Anyway, you guys, with this report, I guess they're not saying when the letter was actually dated, because we don't know if that 10 business days begin today, or this is an old letter. The 10 business days is already over, and 10 business days, guys, is not a lot. That is just 2 weeks, you guys. So I'm hoping that at least he was aware of this issue. This is not something that came up now and now he's giving 10 business days. If they are giving you 10 business days, it's likely that they have contacted you about this issue before, and they feel like you're not addressing it, you're not contacting them, or you're not making any kind of arrangements with them, so they feel like they have to go after your assets. The letter also stated that SARS has also provided Desmond with ways he can quickly settle his debt. They are willing, you guys, to do arrangements as SARS if you go to them and say, but they are very strict. It's not one of those creditors, like normal creditors, where you can say, guys, listen, I can only afford 250 rand a month, can we do that? They will tell you what the options are, so you can make an arrangement, but it's probably not gonna be like a small amount a month or whatever in 3 months periods that you can pay it. So it usually still requires you to pay a lot. So for somebody that owes over 1 million, I'm guessing that is a lot, you guys. And we all know how artists work. If they don't, a lot of them, if they do not work, they do not make money. It says you may, within 10 business days from the date of the letter of demand, apply for any of the following remedies: payment installments where you are unable to pay the full amount, suspension of debts where you intend to submit or have submitted a formal dispute, compromise of an portion of a tax where this will provide high return to the fiscus, then liquidation, sequestration, and other collection measures. Of course, they're giving him options here. I feel like, honestly, for me, even though I'm not a tax expert, I feel like it's better to make an arrangement with SARS in terms of payment. But if you feel like the calculations are unfair, then maybe you can go into contacting your lawyer, because one organization that does not have a problem with refunding people their monies if they've overcharged you is SARS. So I feel like it's safe to actually make an arrangement. But they do give him options here. If he feels like there's a miscalculation, that he can submit a formal dispute, which I guess he hasn't done yet, since maybe it's just the beginning of the 10 days. Okay, the news spread on social media and online. People weighed in. Some people were taken aback by the massive debt, while others called out SARS, you guys. Like, even me as a 9-to-5 employee, I could easily owe that money from SARS, because SARS takes a lot of money, you guys. So if I had to stay a year or 2 or 3 without paying any tax to SARS, I could end up owing millions. You can end up easily owing millions. And I guess for them, maybe the tax is calculated pay income from the deals that they have with these companies that they work for. So, and I'm sure they make a lot of money from that, and SARS wants a big chunk of that. Okay, so one follower says, not the most surprising bit of news, to be honest. He must call clientele legal. They'll sort him out quick, fast. Yeah, he must call clientele legal. He always advertises it. It's time to use it. 1.4 million. What will solve? That will solve all my problems in a few months. Okay, SARS tax is the reason some of us can't financially grow. I pay enough tax to pay a bond, but I don't own a house. If I could, I'll not pay too. Why wait till the last minute so you can crush him why don't we don't even see where our money is going. The struggle is in the it is, you guys. SARS contributes a lot to the struggle of people that are in are a working class, because you work and you see how much the company pays you, but what actually ends up in your pocket, it's something totally different. But at this point, we do not have a choice. We just have to pay it. We can complain about it, but we just have to pay it. I want to say clientele legal really represent the man as per the advert. Clientele will easily sort this one out. The other one says, why is SARS not assisting people to clear their debts before ruining their careers? It's crazy how when a name carries value is much more susceptible to being tarnished as compared to someone who is not known. You guys, listen. I do think that recently SARS has probably they have a division which that just focuses on the celebrities, you guys. But I honestly believe that before they even, I feel, number one, I don't feel like it's usually their intentions to expose their story online. Like this letter that they got hold of, probably one of the employees as a SARS leaked it to somebody in the, I think it's the City Press, and then it ended up in on social media. I don't think that that's their intention. There's a lot of people that they go after that the stories don't end up being online, you guys. And I do feel like it's not just the celebrities that are required to pay tax, it's everybody. You know, like this guy who's commenting that he has a business, but the business is growing slow because of so much that he has to pay to tax. I just feel like at this point we really do not have anything else to do except pay SARS, so that SARS doesn't come after you guys. We hope it's not going to be another Dr. Malinga story where his assets end up being taken away and then people have to donate and all of that stuff. Maybe Clientele Life will sort them out, before SARS does. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.